Hello, 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 Solo. So, you want to go to Magic Kingdom all by yourself and you want to know what it is like, not just for one person, not just for me, but maybe for like multiple people. Well, guess what? I have put together a little panel and I've done that for all the parks, but this episode we are talking about Magic Kingdom and I'm talking with Dani and Krissy, who are two awesome, awesome women. We just spoke about what it's like to go to Magic Kingdom solo, and it's a totally different type of episode than I expected because like so many times when you talk about Magic Kingdom, like it's just like amazing, amazing, amazing. And like that's definitely what we talked about here, but also like the other elements of it, of going solo and like places to work if you are, working from home, quote unquote, or places to nap, and all of those different things. And there is also a controversial hot take from each of us that is just for Patreon members. So if you go to Patreon, you'll be able to hear those. But I'm really excited to bring this conversation to you, and I can't wait for you to hear it. It was so much fun, and it is really awesome for those of you who are watching it because a lot of the agreeing or disagreeing happens through facial expressions. That's what has been really, really fun to do these panels. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. The links are below. But more importantly, please make sure you follow Dani and Krissy, and the links to all of their social media are also down below. You can listen to this on Spotify, Apple, and on YouTube. And the Patreon is also linked below where you can hear our controversial hot takes and reflections from each one of the episodes, which is one of those special things for paid members. I think that's it. Let's just get right on into it. Hey, Solos, it's Samantha from editing. So it's already going to be one of those episodes. So first, hi, I'm Samantha. Olaf may not know who Samantha is, but now you do, and welcome to Disney Solo Magic, the #1 podcast for solo travel to Disney World, now in its 3rd year. So like I said, this is a wonderful panel while we were talking about Magic Kingdom, and if you want to watch it, you can watch it on YouTube. You just have to, like the March Madness episode, go over to Patreon, become a free member, and then you get the link. And that way I don't need to do fancy editing, which is just less work for me. If you become a paid member, like I mentioned in the introduction, then you can watch the unedited video that has the hot take. So that's like the extra special part of that. And I think that's it. So we're going to get into it. It was a great episode, and I just need to do a better job at these introductions when we record the episode. All right, bye. Hello, hello, hello. So, we are doing these conversations about all the different parks and things about going solo to the different parks. And it's been really awesome because I've got a chance to like bring back people who I've had wonderful conversations with and also get to meet new people. And this conversation about Magic Kingdom has categories of both of those people. And I'm really, really excited because Magic Kingdom, who doesn't love talking about Magic Kingdom? So thank you both for being part of the Disney Solo Magic podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks. Yes, thank you.
And could you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Dani. I go to Disney. I'm a Florida native. I go to Disney quite frequently with Krissy and with other friends and by myself. My favorite park is Magic Kingdom, so I'm really excited about the conversation and all the things we're going to discuss. And that's about it.
The
That's all I
other
got.
thing, so Danny has done a solo story. I will put a link to our original conversation below. But Danny also said that she liked Winnie the Pooh, and that's like one of the things I remember the most about her. And so I will not like have chatted with her for months, and then I'm just like, here's Winnie the Pooh merchandise. I thought of you.
Literally, she's not even lying. I'll get a DM from her and I already look at the picture, little snippet, and I'll be like, oh, she loves me. She sent me Winnie the Pooh, which is funny as it is, not to allude to, but Krissy and I became friends because of a little honey bear, a little bear.
Well, danger. Now I have someone else to forward things to. I sent something to Danny like a few weeks ago, and she writes me back. She's like, everyone has sent me that. So I
Oh,
do.
I
I
kid you not. I kid you not. Like, I don't know if it's like at one point me and Krissy would just go back and forth and not even talk about it on our pages. And people will send us the same thing. And we're like, we already saw this. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
She's
I've
like,
already
I'm
seen it.
annoyed when other people do it, but also, yeah, thank you. Yeah, great.
No, I love it because then I don't have to look for nothing.
Yeah,
So
that's right. That's right. And then Krissy, who I'm meeting for the first time today. Welcome to the Disney Solo Magic podcast. Apparently, you're getting forwards about Winnie the Pooh merchandise as well. Could you introduce yourself for the podcast?
Hi, I'm Krissy. I am not a Florida native. I've only been in Orlando for, oh my gosh, this is like my second year, I think.
Oh,
So I've been
wow.
here. No, I started off coming by myself though, so I guess I'm perfect for the podcast. Um,
Yes.
and what else would I share? I too love poo. I don't know if you see, but I've got like all my poo stuff back up there.
Yep.
I collect like popcorn buckets and other things of the such, so that's why I have all this stuff behind me. What else was
Where
I
did
about
you move from?
I moved from Texas. I am like not a nomad, but I like to say I'm like nomad adjacent. And so for a while, if I could fit it in the car with the dog, we would go. So I did a DCP in Disney for a little bit. Then I went and lived in Maryland with my dad for a little bit. Then I was in Texas for a little bit, and now I'm here. And we don't know how long this will be. It just depends.
Just depends how long the Call of Disney, continues for you. It's funny because when you said, "Oh, I just moved to Orlando," we were talking about weather before we started recording, and I was like, "Oh, so are you used to Orlando weather?" But if you come from Texas, you are used to the heat.
Yeah, I say between the Texas heat and this heat, I prefer the Texas heat most days, but the Orlando heat feels natural, if that makes sense.
Natural?
Yeah, like it doesn't feel like crazy, even though I know it is technically
Yeah.
crazy, like 100 degrees, but it feels really natural to me. Like I don't complain as much during the summer as I feel like the average person does.
Okay. Well, we
no.
can we can keep track of that.
I'm a clocker. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna make sure. Be like, don't you dare talk about it's hot. Because you said on the podcast that you like how the weather feels.
Well, I didn't say I like how the weather fit. I said I don't complain as
What did you
much as
say?
a person.
Okay, so you don't mind this weather. It feels most natural. Bet, say
Yeah.
less.
I was getting my passport renewed, and the guy at the passport office was like, "Oh, when's your next trip?" And I said, "Oh, April." He's like, "Where are you going to Florida?" And he was like, "Ooh, in that weather?" And I was like, "Boy,
You
I
don't even know.
April is fine. It is July and August that I've been that we have to watch out for."
I think September is probably the worst. As a Florida native, September is probably the worst.
You think
The
so? I love
absolute,
that. Is it
because
because?
the
Yeah. Why?
because it's the hurricanes season, so
Mm,
the weather's so wishy-washy. One day it could be storming, raining, and the next day it could be blistering hot. And then other than other states, like even in Texas, it gets cold at night or cooler.
yeah.
Here it's hot, like just all through the night, all through the day. It's over 80 degrees.
I'm gonna
So
explain
it's
it. Texas is still
what?
hot at evening.
But like it's different here. Like it's not, it's just like a stale hot. Like I've been outside at Disney, walking to my car, I'm like gasping for air, like I'm in a sauna and it's 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, what is this?
So I lived in Florida for a bit when I was growing up, and
Hmm.
September is supposed to be cool. You're supposed to be able to
I like
wear your cute little sweaters, your cute little
Cute little
knits.
sweater.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem with September in Florida for me.
Fair.
What were you saying, Chrissy?
I like September.
Yeah. Generally or in Florida?
I like September, Florida. It's not as bad as like I feel like August and July, June, like those months where September is when it starts to get to that perfect, like it's still hot for sure, but it's like I'm outside for longer. It's right before the time change, so the sun is still out to like 10 o'clock at night. Like it's like the perfect time to me. Um, yeah, I prefer September over like the summer.
Yeah, yeah. Dani has a buffet of opinions to everything you just said for those who aren't watching this, that she has showed on her face.
Oh,
I be telling people I try to fix my face, but no. June is the best month of the year.
June.
Just it's my birthday month, but
Oh,
that's
okay,
beside the
fair.
point.
Oh,
babe.
because you're a Gemini?
Sure.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't
Oh,
follow it, guys. I'm so
you know
sorry.
what? I remember actually when I asked you that
I
before,
think we
you
did talk
said,
about it.
You said I don't keep track of time that way.
I sure don't. I just be like, sure. Literally, I let people tell me because I'm born on the 20th of June. So it's right before the summer solstice. So technically I'm a spring baby if you're being technical. So I don't know. I don't know. Whoever wants to tell me whatever I am, sure. Sure.
Well, you remind me of a Gemini, and I'm pretty sure that is Gemini, and Geminis are some of my favorite people. So there you go.
Perfect answer. Thank you.
Krissy, when's your birthday?
October 23rd.
October 23rd. Oh, so you're a Scorpio?
By some books, yeah. Some say I'm a Libra, like I'm like I'm right on the
Oh,
coast.
the
So it just
cusp.
depends on where you read it, but I
Yeah.
prefer Scorpio, yeah.
Yeah. Well, from the stuff in the background of your office there, it is very Scorpio vibes with like the little bit of like Libra Winnie the Pooh energy too.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's talk about Magic Kingdom. And I thought we would start with like just kind of how you associate the park. So, can you describe the park in 3 words?
I've got, and this is a positive, not a negative, childish.
Mm.
I've got whimsical, and I have fantasy.
Oh, I love
Oh,
it. Love it. Okay,
I do
Danny.
love it. Um, Timeless. I just think of Pooh and Mickey Mouse. Like I just associate with the word in my brain,
Yeah, okay,
not
so
necessarily like a thing instead of a word.
yeah, yeah. So I also had fantasy, and then I always associate things with color. So in my brain it was
Mm,
like that pink blue, which I guess is the iridescent, which maybe I'm thinking
mm.
about because they just repainted the castle. We can talk about that.
Oh,
And then I also think of like the plants. And maybe that's just like the tropicalness because I don't really spend a lot of time in like Tomorrowland. So I'm thinking of like the plants around like the hub and Adventureland. And so yeah, but I love how all of them have this element of like the time because I think that really resonates with a lot of people who go solo that like time is just kind of different there, whether it's like the history of time or like your own time.
no, I totally agree. Because it just feels quintessential. Like I get to be a child. Like it's different for the other parks, but at Magic Kingdom, I just feel like I can relax and let the 10-year-old Danielle gallivant around, eat what she wants to eat, ride what she wants to ride, laugh, walk around, look at what I want to look at, even if I'm by myself or with somebody. It's just I just feel the most relaxed there, even
Mm.
though getting there is not relaxing. But I digress.
Remind me if you both went to Disney as children. You know, like you said, like 10-year-old Danielle, like were you there when you were 10?
I went once when I was like maybe 13, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I was at middle school. It was with a school, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even think we ever made it to Magic Kingdom. I think we did like every park but Magic Kingdom, if I
Mm.
remember.
I did it one time. I know my mom dug out a couple of pictures of, I think I was like maybe 9 or 10 or 11, and we went, even though we live locally, like financially, it's such a big cost to bring 6 people to Disney. So I know my parents one year splurged and got us to go to Disney. We went to all 4 parks one summer, which was really fun. And we have a lot of Polaroids, I think, from Disney. I have to dig through that crate that they have. But yeah, I've been to Disney one time. I've been to Universal more than I've been to Disney.
Right. Is it just because it was like easier for the family to like organize?
Yeah, I think it's more cost effective
Yeah.
and more like everybody can ride more rides, I guess,
Yeah.
or funner rides, you would say, for the age group.
Yeah, like more quote unquote like bang for your buck if you're going for the rides.
Yeah, exactly. And then like because I was local, I've done school field trips to Epcot, I think twice.
Rude.
Don't quote me. I'm so sorry.
So
Yeah, because they
jealous.
were like, it's educational. And I'm like, sure, we're gonna go around the countries for sure and walk through it and take notes. I promise, sure. for
I mean,
sure.
that's how I do Epcot now. A lot of people talk about Disney adults and they talk about the nostalgia of like your own childhood. But what I'm finding when I do these solo stories, especially about Magic Kingdom, that it's not really like nostalgia for your own childhood. It's really just like taking care of like a little kid in the version you are now. And that's kind of like how I'm hearing how you all kind of think about it, but maybe I'm like reading into it too much.
I think that's like perfect because I don't have the experience and the memories to be like, yeah, I remember when I was a kid. My like my connection to Disney is through the movies. So like my household, we had it like if it came out on VHS, my mama bought every single one. And when they finally did like the I don't know if you remember the Disney DVD Club, my
Yeah.
mom
Hmm.
to sign up for it. Like we had every DVD you could think of. I can name you all the Tinkerbell, like straight to DVDs they had. Like that's how much my connection is to Disney is all through movies. And so when I got to finally go to the parks for the first time, it was like, oh my gosh, this is something I've seen. Like I've got this connection to it from the movie. Like even Pooh, like love Pooh for sure. But like it was like this is like the Pooh that I've seen in the movies or the Pooh I've seen on the cartoon. This is the Tinkerbell that I know from the movies. Like I think that's why it's so much fun for me to go to Magic Kingdom or just to go to any of the parks and like talk to the characters because I'm not seeing you like character. I'm seeing you like from this movie. I know this information about you from this movie. Like all of it is like the nostalgia is the small Christian loving you from this like point of view she has, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, totally, totally. I think that like you captured much more articulately what I was thinking, right? It's not like, oh, I want to capture my childhood memories of these parks. I want to like allow like the little girl who had these connections to be able to like experience these things.
It totally makes sense. And then it makes sense too, like coming from the friend aspect of why she loves movies so much too. And like that showcases her love for movies. Because it makes sense. I don't think I'm letting the old Dani relive her golden years because I don't remember the Disney trips. I remember more going to the other parks and at Magic Kingdom, but I do love spending time with my family and remember like going on Carousel of Progress with my dad and been like, oh my gosh, he loved this ride and thought it was so good. So now I go on Carousel of Progress, not necessarily because it's literally my favorite, but because I associate it with loved ones that I love.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think it just holds so much more than just going to the parks, but more of like a kindred memory with my family that
Yeah.
I can remember.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that. Magic Kingdom is so special for that. Now,
Mhm.
as a podcast about going solo, I wonder if you could talk about like what your experience is like going to Magic Kingdom solo versus with others. Like, do you get to like indulge, like, and again, not in a bad way, the like those memories, or you just like to like revel in like your kid self? Like, what is it like to go solo to Magic Kingdom for you?
I think Solo to Magic Kingdom is so weird because people will be looking at me on the boat because I'll take the ferry just to take my time and relax. Like I don't try to go on the monorail because it goes so fast and people will be bum rushing to hurry up and wait for the monorail doors to open. I usually take the ferry, go upstairs, watch the Polynesian drift by as we're drifting onto the other place. And I do get weird stares because people are like, you're going here by yourself? And I'm like, yeah. And then I strike up a conversation. I think it's just a little bit more, not off-putting, but different for seeing people by themselves at Magic Kingdom versus the other parks for some reason,
I'm
which
like
I don't
laughing because
understand.
that is quite a hot take for this particular podcast.
Guys, you can have fun by yourself. It's okay.
That's so interesting. I don't feel that at all. Do you share that experience, Krissy?
I do, unfortunately. I
Oh my
actually do.
gosh. But also people you should go solo, even though
Yo,
it might
solo,
be
solo, 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 solo.
Yeah. But no, I actually feel the exact same way. It's weird because I feel like Magic Kingdom, of course, is the park where everybody is like, if they're going to Disney, they say, I'm going to Disney, and they mean Magic Kingdom. They
yes.
rarely mean the other parks. So automatically Magic Kingdom is full of like families. It's full of people coming for their first visit. And then here you are, this solo person, just like bouncing around, like doing whatever you're doing. And I think it gets weirder for other people because at some parks they have like solo rider lines and stuff like that. Magic Kingdom, there's almost no solo ride, none to be honest. I don't think there are
Mhm.
any. So it's like I'm in line by myself and they're looking like, where's your family? Who are you with? There's been so many times I've been in line and I've been too close to a family, and they're like, "Are you guys all together?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know them." And it never makes it any better because I could talk to a wall. So sometimes I do end up talking to families, and like we do end up chatting or whatever. So it does look like I'm with them, but I'm like, I don't know these people. I'm like, I'm just here to be here, and it's just little old me, and I'll be like, it's just one, and they're looking at me like, just you. And please
Oh
put me
my
on the right.
gosh, that's such a different experience than I have because it's funny because like I don't even see the families. So maybe I don't even like
Oh.
notice them looking at me, but I'm just like, oh, I'm here and I'm like doing my own thing and just enjoying and I just like step around all the temper tantrums, but like yeah, that's so interesting.
Yeah,
No.
I think I didn't notice it until you asked me because I'm like, wait, I do get questionable stares. Especially I went to I got the opportunity to go to the Very Merry Christmas party for Christmas and I was by myself. I had a great time. I got to go stand in line and wait for Pooh for 35 minutes. Met Pooh and all his friends.
Love it.
Took cute pictures, videos. It was great. But like I got a lot of crazy stares. Like these two ladies wanted me to join them. And I was like, no, I'm okay. Like I'm living my best life by myself. Because I get to go do what I want to do without people. Because
Yeah.
like you were asking, you do feel like carefree and just a little bit more jolly by yourself because there's no pressure of like, do you want to do this? No, I don't want to do this. Well, you can ask yourself, do you want to do this? Sure, I want to do this. Let's go.
No, 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 same. I feel like I get asked all the time to like join random groups. I went to the Halloween party by myself it wasn't the first time, but one of the times I went completely by myself and I could feel people being like, not feel, I heard people being like, you want to join us? You're by yourself. Do you want to join? And I'm like, no. I'm like, it's okay. Like I'm having a great time. You guys are like on a strict schedule. I just really came to see Pooh in these outfits, and then the rest of this is like lolly-dol at this point. Like I did not care what I did after that, but it was just me, so it was fine. It's never any issue, and I think that's my honestly favorite part about going by myself is like, yeah, I'll come with like a specific goal in mind, maybe. So for the party specifically, I just wanted to see Pooh in his outfit. Outside of that, I didn't care what happened. If it closed, shut down at that exact moment, as soon as I got my picture, I would have said, okay, give me my refund and I'll go home. Like I had no problems. And that's how I am about the parks in general, anytime I go. Like if I've got one goal, I finish my goal. I'm whatever shortest I'll get on or whatever food is nearby, I'll eat. Like it's very, very chill.
I thank you so much for sharing those stories. What I'm hearing too is because like obviously I think we all want to encourage people to go to Magic Kingdom solo, but it's also like even if people have thoughts about you being there, like you are still there and you get to go see Pooh and you get to go do the things you want to do and like maybe in the real world, if someone gives you a weird look for doing something, you're like, maybe I shouldn't do it. But there, you're like, oh, no, this is amazing. I'm still doing the thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Literally. And then it's like you get to have social interaction. Like just because you go somewhere by yourself doesn't mean you're not gonna get to know somebody else or talk to somebody else. Like I've had random conversations with plenty of people, even when Krissy and I go together. We literally be talking to the wall or talking to the cast members, talking to the other families in the line, kiki keying, end up riding all together, making a new friend. So it's just it's a positive and a positive going by yourself. There's no
Yeah.
negatives, I don't think.
So, one of the first times I went semi solo, so my mother was on the trip with me, and I was like, I'm gonna go to Magic Kingdom by myself in the evening. And I was feeling a little self conscious, thinking that everyone was looking at me. And I was in line for Pirates of the Caribbean, and there was a woman in line that who's also solo, and I was like feeling sorry for her, and I guess feeling sorry for myself because we were both there solo. And then I looked at the ride photo afterwards, and she was like posing and like having the best time, and here I was being like, it's okay, I don't need to like enjoy myself, I'm here solo, I'm just doing my thing. And I
Mhm.
was like so I don't know if jealous is the right word, but I was like, yes, that is the energy to take on this trip. Like I am ruining my own solo trip by like being smaller. And so when anyone ever is like, "Oh, you're here solo," I always think to myself like, "Oh, they're just jealous of me because it's way better."
No, that's
Like,
exactly.
Sorry, say that again, Chrissy, you cut out.
I was saying that's the exact way to think about it. One of my first times solo in Magic Kingdom, somebody said something really nasty. And I remember at first I was like, I was sad about it because I was like, why would you say something nasty? Because I had dressed up to like go take pictures, but I was by myself. So I'm taking my own pictures. I'm minding my own business. And these ladies had said like the nastiest little thing to me. And I remember being like so sad about it after the fact. And then I went back to my room because I was visiting that time. So I went back to the hotel room. I took a nap, and then I woke back up, and I was like, you know what? Actually, who gives a bleep? I was like, I don't know those ladies. They don't know me. I was like, they're unhappy. They've got to be because like, how am I bothering you in Magic Kingdom? We're both in a kids park, if we're being honest. So I was like, cool. And I went back and had the best time. And that I feel like that instance specifically changed like my outlook on being solo. My dad, I didn't have any problem being solo, but you, like you said, you were feeling kind of small. And that's how I was before that. I was feeling just a little bit small. Like I was like, nobody's really paying attention to me. Or if they are, they're all looking at me. Like those are the two options. Either you're not paying any attention or everybody's staring at me. Like it was no in between at that moment. And once I had that instance with those ladies, it really like sparked it. And I was like, you know what, actually, who gives a heck? I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be the take up the most space I can. I'm gonna be the loudest I can in like a proper way. Because I'm solo and I'm having a great time. Like I'm not bothering anybody. And even if I am, kiss my butt. Like it was like a really good, like eye-opening moment where I feel like if it hadn't happened, I don't know if I would be as confident as I am now, you know?
Yeah. Do you want to share what they said to you?
Oh my God. It was some along the lines of like, look at that grown lady dressed up, but it wasn't like that nice. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was really like mean and ugly what they said. And it was so random because I remember I was just like standing off by myself, taking my photos. I had my tripod up and they had said
Trash.
it. And I was like, wait. I was like, oh my gosh, I think they're talking about me. Like I was so surprised. And I thought I was like, oh no, they definitely were talking about me. And I was just like, okay, well, I was like, that's no fun.
Well, I feel like you both are really connected to like the Black women creator community, and there's a lot of like stuff coming out from that community that's like Black women aren't as like invited to be joyful and fun and whimsical, and like from a young age Black girls are like treated like little adults, and so the like reclaiming of like Black girl joy from so many creators, Black creators in the Disney community, I think is just so powerful.
No, I totally agree. Because like what's the trending thing? Like like whimsical black girls. I think
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
what
Oh
it
I
is.
yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
right. Yes.
That's like, and I'm like, wow, I think I am whimsy. And I was like, sure, because I was like, somebody define it for me, because I don't know. I'm on the cusp of being auntie age, and I'm getting older in my head, and I'm like, let me try to be hip with the peeps. But I was like you said, it's allowing us to be whimsical. Like if I wear a dress and stockings, white tights, in a five different Winnie the Pooh hats on my head, and I decide to go to Disney and take a cute picture, that's my business. If you think my outfit's cute, thank you. Like I was just taking pictures by
And if
myself
you
with.
don't, you're wrong.
that's it.
Exactly. And I'm like, whose business am I bothering? Nobody's. I'm completely happy at literally the most magical place on earth. So I'm just like, my finest pardon, leave me alone. But you do have that moment of like, wait, am I the problem? And it's like, no, 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 Buki, you are not the problem. They are the problem. Because it's like you're projecting your insecurities onto me. And I'm like, I'm being confident. And I wish that everybody could have the same fun time that I could have, that I am having currently. And if you want me to teach you, I'll teach you.
Krissy, I love in this story that you were like, I felt a lot of feels. I went back and took a nap. And I think that's like a really great way, like really valid to like acknowledge that like it's okay if these things throw you off to like reconsolidate your energy, but not in a way that's gonna like ruin the rest of the trip. And yeah, thanks for sharing that story.
Oh, no problem. I do say I think a nap solves anything.
A
So
Sh-
hundred percent.
I,
She's not being funny
I
either.
take I take a nap every single day. A nap will solve everything for me. And so yes, I literally went back to the room. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna nap. I'm gonna get everything back in order. And then I woke up and I was like, actually, I'm gonna go put on that extremely adorable outfit that I was planning because I need to get back out into the world. I was like, I refuse to let these random ladies who are unhappy mess up my great trip because I think it was a birthday trip. Yeah, it was like a birthday trip or something. So
Oh, that's even worse.
I'm not gonna let you guys mess up
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
nights.
no, I totally 100% agree with you. And I don't I also like to take my naps at Disney. In fact, I like have this huge like
Oh,
sensory memory of just like the cold room, the crisp sheets, the like sound of the, the ambiance of the hotel, in order to like not literally burn out, especially from there in the
Mhm.
summer to enjoy the rest of the day. Like, oh, you're cranky. Like, it's okay. Go home and go back to the hotel room and take a nap.
Can I share my favorite places to take a nap in Magic Kingdom?
100%.
So, top number one, Carousel of Progress. That's a perfect 20-minute nap. You get on the back row. You can put your legs up because it's really full. You can put your legs up. That's a great place to take a nap. Number two, if you don't mind being closer to people, um, Feel Our Magic. That one is a little bit of a shorter nap, but if you need just a quick little close my eyes and come back, Feel Our Magic is perfect for that. The Hall of Presidents, not going and seeing anybody, but you can sit in the lobby up against the wall. And amazing. The air is always cold in there. And it's an amazing place to take a nice quiet nap. And another place I go, I don't think you're supposed to nap there, but people sit anywhere in Disney. Where they have Mickey and well, is Tinkerbell still there? Yeah, Mickey and Tinkerbell in the front. You can go and sit like off in the corner in there. A beautiful place to take a nap as well.
Okay, well, thank you. There's also a nice bathroom in there that I consider a hidden bathroom, even though it's
wait,
Hmm.
not that
what?
hidden. In like
What
where
hidden bathroom?
like Tony's Town Square restaurant has a bathroom that's connected
Hmm.
to the Town Square Theater where you can meet Mickey and Tinkerbell. And it's a small bathroom, but it's much less dirty and chaotic than the one by the fire station, fire hall.
That's how I feel about the Tiana bathrooms.
Yes,
The
those are
Tiana
busy
Bayous.
bathrooms. Yes.
No, before when the ride wasn't open,
Oh, yeah.
that bathroom, chef's kiss. I would run over there. I'd be like, I need to take a step away from people. Let me go to the bathroom over there.
Yeah, it's funny because I recorded an episode. I was like about the different bathrooms, and I'm like, I'm not even
Hmm.
talking about like quote unquote going to the bathroom. I'm talking about being
Hmm.
in this cold space to just be by yourself,
Hmm.
like wash your hands, check the mirror, kind of like have your solo moment, and then go back out. Yes.
I need to go check out that bathroom. Put it on my list. I didn't know it was there. Because funny thing, I've never eaten at Tony. What is it,
Tony's
Tony's?
Town Square. I haven't either. I've only just used
Oh,
them.
really? We need to all link up and go eat there. Be like,
We
let's.
should because I heard they have these giant mozzarella sticks
I've
that
heard about them.
you have good things or
Yes.
bad.
Good. I've heard good.
Yeah.
I've heard that they changed like a couple things on their menu and that the food is much better than it used to be. So I heard that before it wasn't good. Now it's pretty good. And the mozzarella sticks is one that everybody's like ranting and raving about.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll have to do a non-solo trip to Tony's Town Square. Hopefully, we don't have to
Literally,
go to
be
the
like,
bathroom after the mozzarella sticks. Another place that I like to kind of rest, not nap, is the second floor of Columbia Harbor House
oh,
because
yes.
yes, because it is always very quiet. Also, I don't know about you, but I love napping in the sun, like full sun naps. So the fact that it's like next to a window, oh, you do not agree. Okay, just for those of you who are
She
not
does.
watching, she looks so mad at me.
I'm a little
like,
disappointed
like she's
though.
about to like
She's so
leave
disappointed.
the Zoom room.
I just actually you need all black in the house. What are you talking about? Light on me? No, I need
No, my favorite
She
thing
need a
is mid-afternoon
blanket.
naps with a full sun in my face.
I love that for you.
Vampire.
Okay, they both I feel like are slowly going to leave the Zoom room. But also, Columbia Harbor House has a bathroom on the first floor and a second floor that often don't get used. And because there are no bathrooms in Frontierland or Liberty Square because of like staying aligned with the like the historical aspect of it, the Columbia Harbor House bathrooms are technically in Fantasyland, and that's why there's bathrooms there. So, the more
Cool.
you know.
Wow, I didn't know that, but thank
Thank you.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Because I
welcome. You're
love
welcome.
those bathrooms and upstairs. Like I've worked from Disney up there billions of
Yes.
times. It's
Oh my
so
God.
nice.
That
Because
is a
there's like
great
this,
place. Yes.
there's a crux, like, okay, let me do my hot take. 5 places to work at Disney, specifically in the parks.
Let's do it.
Magic Kingdom Edition. Pinocchio's
Village
restaurant.
Haas. Yep.
Yes,
Upstairs.
upstairs or downstairs in the cut, like when you're exiting going to Peter Pan. Great place. What's the second one, which is really my first one? The Columbia Harbor House second floor.
Yep.
She's great. She's the best thing ever. Third one is Pecos Bill in the
Yep.
little like dining dark room in the back, right next to the bathrooms.
Yep.
And then like part two of that, if you go up the ramp and you think it's a dead end or going somewhere you're not supposed to go, you go there. And there's a little room up there and you can work in there and you can eat over there and take your tray. And then I think there's one more outside by the hub where they do the dessert dining
Yes.
there, but they close at 3 o'clock. So
Well,
be
it's that's nap time anyway, so
this for y'all. I go hard the whole day. I don't like to nap. I feel like when I nap, I miss something, and I don't like to miss stuff. I
mm,
need to know. So we don't nap over here
you're
unless I'm really
missing the
tired.
sunshine in your face.
Apparently.
No,
Krissy,
I
I've
think
totally
I'm
insulted her.
okay. She really
She's
does.
really upset.
No, she really do not play about a nap. She is literally texting me. She's like, okay, I'll meet you, but I'm gonna go take me a nap real fast. I just need a quick little nap. I said, okay, girl, go get you a nap. But yeah, those are my hot takes of places to work in Magic Kingdom, specifically by yourself.
Yes, and I did an episode about like eating at Magic Kingdom, and a lot of the
Mm.
places that you said are I've mentioned as like places just to go, and like, I don't know if this is going to insult you all, but like who's eating at Pinocchio Village House really? But like they're it's great. Don't worry, Chrissy and I are very close. Okay, great. Everybody loves it. Anyway, there's also some really cute seating there.
There's
Place.
no judgment. I'm just saying, me and a pizza, kids meal.
Okay, but
Hate to
like
see
that's
me
not the
coming.
best pizza in the
Oh, of
world.
course.
Okay, okay.
But we're starving, so
Okay,
hey.
that's fair. Okay, Chrissy, do you want to weigh in on that? No. Okay, well, let's talk about food faves. So, when you are going solo, where do you like to eat? What do you like to eat?
Corn dogs from
Casey's Corner.
thank you. I was looking at it, but I couldn't see it. Casey Corner, and then a pizza roll from the spring roll cart. Like I've got it. I
Yep.
need a pizza roll. And then pickles, because I have my pickle shirt on. Pickles from specifically if it's like earlier in the day, I'm going over to across from the Little Mermaid. There's a cart that sells like turkey legs
Oh,
and stuff. They also
yeah.
sell pickles. So that's during the day, and then at night you have to like search for a pickle in Magic Kingdom at night. But during the day, you can always go there, and they always have them. And that's it.
That's it. Also, pizza from Pinocchio Village House is
Oh no,
on.
I didn't count into the pizza. That was Danny. That was just
Okay,
Danny.
okay,
I've been trying the chicken tenders around the parks, and Pinocchio's Village has the lemon pepper garlic chicken tenders that I
Oh, okay.
enjoy. So that's what I eat from there for now until those go. Once those go, I won't be at Pinocchio's Village. That's why I say I can't say anything because I'm not like crazy about it, but those are pretty decent.
I'll get the like
Listen,
tater tot bowls from the Friar's Nook.
Mm.
Okay, okay, that's fine. It's but I
I
eat
love
them.
it for you.
But I mean I don't love it, but I'll eat them on the balcony of Pinocchio Village House because I like hanging out there, and I'll like just
People
you know
watching.
graze on some tater tots. Okay, Danny, food, places, or
I'm a big dessert person and a snack person, but if I had to pick perfect meal like setup, get my corn dogs and my water and my fries and eat it over there by the dessert place where they do the dessert party, then go over to Gaston's Tavern and get the cinnamon roll, but it has to be fresh. And those are like my two, that's my go-to. If I'm not really hungry, I will go to Pinocchio's Village House or Columbia Harbor House and get a kids meal.
you don't go to Pecos Bill and get like a single taco kids meal?
They've
I
changed
don't
the
like,
rest.
Oh,
It's not as good as it used to be. Oh my
oh,
gosh. It used to be
oh.
like greasy and really like it felt like a real taco. And now they've changed it where they're trying to be
dry.
like artisanal and stuff. So it's like a brisket taco. And it's like you want taco nachos? Well, it's brisket taco nachos. Like it's a whole thing. I know you were talking to Danny, but I had to insert. I hate that they changed the menu. They've ruined the greatness of Pecos Bill and we no longer can eat there and enjoy it.
Okay, all right. Thank you,
I
thank you.
concur.
What'd you get on the kids meal at Columbia Harbor House?
Just the chicken tenders
Oh, chicken
or
tenders.
what you call what they would else do.
Have you had the lemon pepper chicken tenders from Pinocchio Village House that Krissy was talking about?
I have not because I'm not the biggest lemon pepper fan,
Oh, no.
but I have had the buffalo. What was the one, Chrissy? Buffalo
Yeah, we had
one.
the Buffalo Ranch ones at Cosmic Rays.
And those weren't terrible. They were
Yeah,
okay.
they just didn't taste like buffalo.
Yeah. But it was good that there's a variety now coming, because
Yeah,
you get tired of just barbecue sauce, chicken tenders, ketchup, chicken tenders.
plum sauce
Like
chicken tenders.
plum sauce. What's plum sauce?
Yes, well, see, I've learned through threads that that is a Canadian thing.
This
It's
sounds like it tracks.
it's like a sweet sauce. Yeah, it's like a sweet sauce. I can't doesn't taste like a plum. Maybe
Okay.
Okay.
at one point in its history it did, but it's a sweet sauce.
Sweet
Like
like
if
sweet barbecue sauce or sweeter?
no, not like a barbecue sauce. Like if
Oh.
you were getting Chinese food and there was like a lemon sauce or like an orange sauce on like fried chicken. So
Oh,
it's not quite that sweet or, you know, um, citrusy, but it's like that in comparison to a barbecue sauce.
oh,
Mm.
that sounds like it'll be good.
Yeah, it is good. If I can smuggle some plum sauce packets into the
I'm
United
gonna
States
smuggle
when I
myself.
come in April, I will
Please.
try to give them to you.
Yeah, smuggle
Thank
away
you.
for us, please.
Please.
Okay, how about rides and attractions? What is your strategy when you're going solo?
Solo, I always have a goal. Specifically at Magic Kingdom, I'm like, I need to either get on Pirates or Haunted Mansion or something like some thrill, maybe even Space Mountain if I'm feeling crazy. Um, but I need to get on one of those rides. If I've got a cute outfit on, I need to take my pictures, and then I need to either get the spring rolls or the corn dogs, and then that's about it for there. If it's a nighttime, maybe I want to see a show, but I don't love being in the front watching the show, as magical as it is. I just don't love being packed in there. It's more fun in the back because it's like open and you can see everything. You can dance around if you feel it, and I'm always feeling that I need to dance around to the music, so it gives me the space to do that. And I know we have the nighttime parade every once in a while. Maybe I'll stay for that, but I don't even like that if I'm being honest. So no.
Why don't you like it?
I've seen Paint the Night, and it feels like Paint the Night's like ugly cousin. in the nicest way possible. Like it's like they were like, ooh, Disney literally said, we can really give Paint the Night this amazing, beautiful, wonderful, like wow type of show. And then they said, oh, Magic Kingdom needs something. Anything we didn't use over here, just throw it over there. Give them a
Stop
song
it.
and just start. They'll never know the difference. And then you get over it and you're like, seriously? This is it? Like even the people walking in between to me, that is the I don't want lazy is not the right word. It is the most like horrible use of time for those cast members to just be walking. Like over in Paint the Night, they have them doing like different things. Like there's a whole group of Jessies that just like with like whips and stuff. It's very cute, adorable, I would say. For us here, we have some women in a black dress with some lights on it walking around, and that's it. And then I've gone before, I don't know what happened. They stopped dancing. So by the time they got to me, they were literally, I'm not joking, they were just walking. And then they would stop and then start walking again. And I was like, this is embarrassing for me and you. So I'm just not a fan. That's the best way to say that.
I I I've seen it a couple times. One time I got to see it after a VIP tour, and so there was like a special platform where the railway was, and so that was cool because it was like a really like the top down view was really impressive to be able to see that. But I definitely had the impression that like you know how streamers will have like the lights like on their bookshelves, you know, like
Yes.
yeah. I can just leave it at that. Dot dot dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you understand. That's exactly how I felt the first time I watched it. I was like, I said, wait, is this it? I said, we don't have anything else coming behind this. I said, I could have did that at my house. I, literally, throw some lights on me. I could do this exact same thing. Like I was like, wow, that's insane, you guys. I was like, this is what we waited. What was it like? They announced it and we waited a
I
couple of
think
months
it's
for it.
2 years. No, it was
Yeah,
like a year.
was it? It was
I
crazy
think
because I remember
so.
us all being so excited because they were like, this is the
So
new
excited.
nighttime show. I'm like, oh my gosh, finally, Magic Kingdom is getting a nighttime show. Yay! And then it came and I was like, oh, this is well, you know what? This is the perfect time to ride a ride. That's what I said. I said, let me
You know what?
ride.
I really like it because it pushes everyone to the front of the park and then I think like
Yes.
then like leave so that if you
Yes.
are staying for like that extra half hour or an hour or if you have magic hours and you're staying longer, it's easier than to like navigate into
Yeah.
the park more so than the fireworks.
Yes.
Yes, the fireworks are terrible. But I
Okay.
concur. Like the traffic at
Oh, the
night,
traffic.
like I love, like Krissy said, to stay in the back end of Magic Kingdom, like going through Frontierland through um to the back of Fantasyland is so nice at during the fireworks and during the parades and where majority of people are. Like you can dang near run, which we don't run at Disney, but you
Mm-mm.
could almost like fast walk yourself from Pooh's ride to Haunted Mansion in 5 minutes,
Yeah,
which when it's normally crowded, that takes like 15 minutes. So it's just a different vibe than I anticipated with the parade because I was so excited. But I will say the best place to watch it, if you are going to watch it and give the K that time to it, is where the street to go into Adventureland or no Liberty Square, that
hmm
street, and it's cut off by rope because it kind of loops where the hub is. Stand right there at the rope and you get a perfect picturesque backdrop of the castle and then you see the parade right in front of you. Like it directly looks at you.
the parade or the fireworks.
The parade. The
Okay.
fireworks, there's no rope, but like
Yeah,
cuz
yeah.
the way they come, like this is the first showing I believe because they start in Town Square, go to Frontierland. So you got to come the loop and stand right there by the popcorn stand nearest Liberty Square.
Totally. One of my favorite places to watch the fireworks is
Mm.
by Aladdin's magic carpets and like
Yes.
even on the carpets, and they'll like let you stay on.
Mhm.
That is really special. I do have a bit of a hot take about the fireworks, but I think what we'll do is
Ooh.
we'll pause, we'll go over to Patreon and they can hear our controversial hot takes, and then we will come back here and like do the rest. So let's do some controversial hot takes. I'll start with my firework one, but that'll be for Patreon only. All
I
right,
can't
let's
believe
go
it's
back to
still
the
that
main
late.
feed. We did our controversial hot takes. And
Mhm.
again, got a buffet of facial expressions. So
Yes.
I love it talking about these things that are like so specific to people on both sides, like either like you
Mhm.
love or you hate. And so very interesting. We kind of already talked about this a little bit, but like kind of as a last question to wrap up the conversation, is there a special place that you like to go or see when you are there solo that really feels, just kind of like magical for you? And, Danny, you talked about Carousel of Progress because it connects to your dad. And you both talked about Winnie the Pooh. And we talked about working spots and napping spots. But are there other places that you really connect with when you're there solo?
Oh my gosh, I love going and waiting for Tiana. And I know technically it's Tiana and Rapunzel. But as a black girl who like one of the first things when she got to Magic Kingdom, I was 23, maybe 24. Very first thing I did was run over to go see Tiana. And like I remember dang near about to cry, being so excited to see her. It brings me an insane amount of joy to be standing in line, knowing like I can see Tiana whenever. So I'm never like overly I don't know. I'm always overly into it, but I'm like so excited seeing other little girls go and see it. Like
Mhm.
one time I went and something was happening, like there was some type of meetup happening, and there was all these black women in line with me. And like I'm hearing them talking about it and they're so excited. And they're like, this is my first time meeting Tiana. Oh, I've met her before. I've done, and that amount of like joy, women of all ages just being so excited to see this one woman. And I don't know if like Disney did it on purpose when they created Tiana, that they knew how big she was going to be, but Tiana is so big in the black community. She's so big in general. And it's crazy to be like, you've got this much power. You singular woman have this much power over like all of these women, all of these kids, all of these people in general. And it's a next level experience to be standing there watching a kid go for the first time, even an adult. Like I've seen people cry. And I don't even say like I've never cried. I cried like my first time, but I've seen people cry. I've seen like so much just from standing off on the side watching other people meet Tiana, and it's like an endorphin boost, I would say.
I love that. I love that. And I love seeing videos on social media where I think that Tiana is like doing that extra little bit for black girls and black boys to just be like, I see you. And so I do think that Tiana understands like that that community and like that power that she holds. Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
I love it.
Danny?
I think my favorite thing to do solo in the parks that's not necessarily not niche but unique. I love to go watch the Festival Fantasy Parade. Like if I'm there in the middle of the day, because I know they keep changing the freaking time, I'd be so annoyed. I'm like, people got jobs. Stop changing the time.
People have jobs.
Like I can't just get there after work and see the parade. Like it's already done. But I love to go watch it from either Frontierland or right on Main Street because I love to see like the little kids or the families that are like, oh, this is our first time watching it. What should we look out for? And I'm like, oh my gosh, please just wave and scream the princess's name. And then I always try to make sure I see Tiana when she turns perfectly, and like she always like wink or like give me a heart because it's like the black girl recognizing another black girl. But I just love to sing the song repeatedly for 20 minutes. So so that's pretty much my favorite thing to do, that if I'm by myself and I know and nobody will be annoyed watching a parade for the 50 billionth time, I'll go watch it and then go ride Space Mountain.
I we weren't really a parade family. So
Hmm.
whenever I would see the parade, I would just be like, "Whoa, I don't need to see that," and like just, navigate
Hmm.
myself around. But one time I walked into the park and the parade had just started, and I think the float, the Cinderella float with the pink dress and the
Hmm.
birds going around, and we also never did the railway when I was a kid, and so this
Yes.
moment of like seeing the full parade, and then I just did the railway right after was such a special encapsulation of that moment, and there is definitely something about the parade and like connecting with a character and whether they get a chance to look at you or not, like to know that they could is very
Yeah.
special. But I do recommend for solos, if you're wearing a birthday button, don't stand near children because they will not say happy birthday to you. They will say happy birthday to the children instead. And
Oh,
that is rude.
that's a great point. I didn't even
I was
think of
like, ah,
that.
no, that's fine. Right. The 5-year-old, that's great.
That's fair. They'd be like, "Oh, you're grown." They tell
Yeah.
you happy birthday all the time. You'll be fine.
No, that's no.
That was
Thank you both for
special.
this wonderful conversation. It was so great to meet you, Krissy, and so great to talk with you again, Dani. What I really loved about this conversation is that, like, it's is not just like we were able to talk about things about like the uniquenesses of experiences of Magic Kingdom in more like gritty way, I feel, than usually Magic Kingdom is talked about, but not lose that magic. And I just love that it's so many types of experiences when you go solo. So thank you so much for sharing this conversation with me and all the listeners.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
So, how can
Yeah, thank
people
you
get in
again.
touch with you and agree or disagree with your hot takes?
I'm on Instagram and TikTok under Magically Nerdly with one L in the Nerdly.
All right. And Dani?
You can connect with me on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, but be gracious on there. At Parks, Curls, and Magic. Yeah, and agree to disagree. I don't care. I stand 10 toes down with what I said. I said what I said.
Well, the links to all their social media are down below, so you can follow them and obviously spam them with Winnie the Pooh stuff. That's totally acceptable because whether or not they like it or not, it's now going to be associated with them forever. And thank you so much. I hope we do get a chance to see each other in the parks. That's been a really special part of the last 2 years of having the podcast to be able to like now see people in parks and be friends with people and maybe even share a mozzarella stick. All right, bye. Hey, Solos, it's Samantha. As we move into our third year of the podcast, please continue to support the podcast by liking, reviewing, subscribing on any and all of the platforms that this streams: Apple, Spotify, and on YouTube. Becoming a Patreon member is also an option and also just a wonderful way to support me and the podcast. Much appreciated to all the members, both free and paid. I can't wait to continue making content for you as we move into our third year.